Hello and welcome to Movie Mandates. I'm Kelly,
And I'm Andrew.
and this is the show where my brother and I force each other to watch movies based on a specific monthly theme. It's August, Time Travel Month. And on our previous episode, we watched Brothers Pick Happy Death Day. And now, to conclude the month, we watched my mandated movie, Safety Not Guaranteed. However, before we get to that, since I mandated this episode's movie, it is only fair that Brother gets to challenge me in a little segment we call Trivial Trivia.
Oh, I don't just have trivial trivia for you this
Oh,
week. I've
right.
got trivial time travel trivia for you this week.
Oh no, history was not a good subject for me. Can I phone a friend?
None. Well, I mean, if Jeremy's there, you can yell at him or something. I don't know how. I have a couple of, a handful of questions. Looks like 9 or 10, and we'll see how you do. Question one. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun
How
dun.
fast does the DeLorean have to be going to travel through time and Back to the Future?
88 miles per hour.
That's right. I
Ding.
noticed in my question I didn't actually specify what movie that was from. I'm like, I should probably have that as part of the question, but I think it's pretty clear. All
Yes.
right.
Yes. Oh.
Star Trek movies.
They exist. Yes.
Do any of the Star Trek films feature time travel?
Uh-huh.
That's right, they do. I believe it's three of them. It's four, which I think we mentioned last time. I told you where they go back in time to steal whales or something, or return them home. I forget exactly why. It has something to do with whales. Um,
Do they
uh,
resurrect Spock ever? Because doesn't he kill himself?
in the end of two, he dies, and then three is the search for Spock. Because two is the one where Khan is doing that whole
Yeah.
Genesis thing, which does the Earth, and they send Spock's body to the planet, but it's, rejuvenating the planet, so that's why it rejuvenates Spock, I guess. So they go down and get him.
Oh, so it doesn't have anything to do with time traveling?
Yeah, that doesn't. But Generations, I think there's like this nexus thing, this rift in space that washes over the Enterprise, and I think that
Ooh.
doesn't it's weird. It takes Jim and just kind of puts him in a pocket dimension for a couple of years until
Oh, yeah.
Next Generation rolls around, and then they find the Nexus again, and then they go find him. So that's kind of time travel. But in First Contact, which is one of the Next Generation movies, they go back in time because I think the Borg goes back in time to like kill the guy who invented the warp drive, so they have to go back in time to save him so that he'll invent the warp drive and everything doesn't, the whole timeline
So
does.
that they can,
So
right.
three that I know of.
Because I know in the episodes in the actual show that they go back in time in the Tribbles episode, in the Trouble with Tribbles.
Oh, I did not know that one. There are time travel episodes on various different shows. So
And that's when I learned that William Shatner used to be hot.
young William Shatner.
Used to be hot.
Yeah. All right. Some time travel in cars, some in phone booths, some in hot tubs.
Yes.
Which movie features a time traveler in a bunny suit?
Donnie Darko.
Very good. I originally wrote a demonic bunny suit, but I'm like, let's nix the adjective. I can add that back in if she needs a hint, but yeah, very good. All right. In the Terminator films,
Hmm.
why is everyone always time traveling naked?
Oh, why? Wait, they're not. Doesn't it like burn off them or something? Or do they start naked?
The few times we've seen someone go through time, I think they always start naked. I don't know that we've ever seen
Oh.
someone like just run at the time thing and then just leap in and all their clothes disintegrate off, which is
Ah.
maybe what would happen.
I don't think I know the answer to this. Uh, So that they don't stand out.
I mean, you show up in a different time naked, you're going to stand out.
True, true. I don't think I know this. What's
So
that?
when they travel through time, they don't bring clothes and they don't bring weapons.
Right.
Why might that be? Kyle Reese does mention this, but the movies kind of break the rule. You gotta kind of take some educated guesses as to why. Kyle Reese is kind of
So that
open.
they
It's
don't
like,
bring anything that they could accidentally leave because they can't like mess in like there's only
no,
one mission
according
you
to
don't want
Kyle,
to.
only living things can go through can travel through time. So synthetic stuff
Oh.
doesn't work. We're not I don't think it ever makes it clear. Maybe the extended like novels and comic books might, but in the movies I don't think it ever makes it clear what would happen if you tried going.
So maybe it would burn off then.
Yeah, it might, but the reason stated that they all go naked is because synthetic elements like guns or weapons or clothing just doesn't
Interesting.
work.
Interesting.
However, that it's like, well, how the hell did the Terminators get through? Oh, well, they're encased in living flesh. Okay, well, what about the T-1000? That thing's just liquid metal. I guess it just mimics living flesh sufficiently to get through. I
So
don't
well. It mimics it so well.
I think what happened was they established that in the first movie, then James Cameron made the sequel and didn't give a shit. Because it's like metal, liquid metal Terminator. Who cares?
He's like, everyone's
And they
gonna
figured
love
it out.
it.
It's a more advanced model. They figured out the time travel technology. What I really love is Kyle Reese complaining that he's like, I don't know, I didn't build the damn thing. It's just the way it works. All right. Name a colloquial phrase or idiom from the future presented in Demolition Man.
Oh my
Which
gosh.
possibly doesn't count as a time travel movie. Kind of like Star Trek Generations, Sylvester Stallone is just kind of frozen for 30 years and then thought out in the future. I mean, it's time travel in the sense that everything is time travel if it's just linear progression through time is just time traveling.
Like, I know the whole movie. I don't know the catchphrases. Like, I could tell you all about him cursing to get the little pieces of paper to go wipe his ass because he doesn't know how to use the shells. I can tell you all about Taco Bell. I can tell you about Wesley Snipes. I can tell you all about them having sex without touching. I can tell you all the whole dang movie. I know what it looks like.
What
I
do
know
they
the
say to
dress.
John Spartan?
Oh, enhance your calm.
There you go.
I use that to this day.
I
I
use
even
that to
say
enhance
that.
your calm,
I
John
even say
Spartan.
enhance your calm, John Spartan. And I
Yep.
still just, oh, yes, enhance your
That's
calm.
my favorite. There's a bunch of them, but that one's my
Oh
favorite.
my God, enhance your
Another one
calm.
is Joy Joy. They're always talking about I have joy joy feelings about stuff, and
Oh, no, enhance your
there's
calm. That's, yes, 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 yes. Yes, I could do the whole of the movie. I'm
yeah.
like, let's just go through it. Oh my God.
Okay. I guess this one's kind of worth 2 points. In
Ooh,
Time After Time,
wait,
which
time after time?
Time After Time, which literary author played by Malcolm McDowell travels to the future to hunt which serial killer played by David Warner?
Okay. He travels to the future or he travels to the past?
Future.
Is this a real serial killer?
Uh, it- it's it's both a actual real literary author and a real historical serial killer, yes.
Okay. So Malcolm McDowell
Yes.
is British.
Yes.
So perhaps we're looking at a British serial killer.
Yes.
So maybe he is Jack the Ripper that he's
Yes.
hunting? Okay.
Yep.
Because I've never even heard of this movie.
It's really good. At least I remember it being I remember it being real good. It's like 1980 or something like that.
Okay,
Um
okay.
So, which literary author from around the same time might you imagine had a time machine?
H.G. Wells?
Yes. Very good. For not having seen the movie, that was pretty good. Pretty good. Well done. All right. In the final countdown.
The final. Sorry,
Yeah. Have you seen the final countdown?
no.
No, okay. In the final countdown, an aircraft carrier travels through time to 1941 on the eve of what historical event?
Probably they did it on December 6th when
Yes,
they on the bombing of Pearl Harbor.
that's right. Yeah.
I know that. Look at me doing so well with movies I have never seen.
Yeah, not too bad. That's why I threw in 1941 in there because I was like, if she hasn't seen the movie, that's going to be, I wasn't going to say like 1941 off the coast of Hawaii. It's like, she might get this aircraft carrier
When you said
1941.
1941, I'm like, okay, so World War II, we're
Mhm.
about to
Yep.
enter. What's happening?
All right. Why do the Avengers time travel in Endgame?
Because they have to go r get all the Tesseract pieces to put it in their own glove so that Iron Man can snap and bring everyone back.
It's the Infinity Stones, but the Tesseract is one of the.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah, you've got it. You've got it. To go get the magical glowing MacGuffins.
Right. The glowing MacGuffins. And then Black Widow doesn't come back.
Yeah. Well, she comes
Yeah.
back in a prequel movie.
Right. Correct. She does. And then we meet her sister. And we love Florence Pugh.
And yes, we do. And I still haven't seen Thunderbolts because it's not on Disney Plus yet.
Soon. Hopefully soon.
Because I have not yet seen just what a raw deal Taskmaster gets. Because I was like, oh, all right. And then I saw that she's not in like any of the trailers. I'm like, oh man, are they going to kill her off in the opening scene? That sucks. But
Well,
I'm guessing it is August. It's kind of funny. We're time travel month and we're recording it in June, but it's August. Hey, time
it's
travel.
time travel. It's
So
fine.
maybe Thunderbolts comes out this month and I can watch it. All right, last
Thundercats.
one.
Oh!
In what 2001 rom-com,
Rom-com. Okay.
yes, do Meg Ryan and Hugh Jackman time travel by falling off the Brooklyn Bridge?
Kate and Leopold.
Very good. Have you seen that one?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Well done. You got them all except the Terminator ones. They're really good. One,
I,
two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9. So 9 out of 10. Well done.
but I made up a good reason for that one. They
Yeah.
just burst into flames.
I mean, maybe that's
Maybe. Could you imagine? It just rejects them.
it's
It's
because
just
the
like,
no, it's like the time travel machine is actually run by an AI, and that AI is a perv. It's like I ain't sending you through time until you show me the goods.
mm-hmm.
Drop trow, buddy.
I was about to say those are something you drop trout, babe.
Yeah. Can't send you through time until I see what we're working with. I gotta know you intimately so that, for technical time travel.
I mean, you're entering me after all. I have to know you. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. It's only all is fair. Um, so excellent. Safety not guaranteed.
Yes.
There it is. There it is. Hey, I watched a movie last night. I've watched actually a lot of movies lately. I'm very excited.
Yeah,
Little
I watched it last night too.
movie watcher person.
Took me a while to get through it, but I watched it.
It took you a while to get through it. Really? Did you
I
have a lot of interruptions, or was this like a you going, I can't, I need to pause it and walk
I
away?
just was not into it.
Really?
It
Oh, I'm
was
so
a
sorry.
I was sitting there, I'm like, whoa, man. Glad this is only an 85-minute movie because I'm just not really into this. And I checked the timestamp. I'm like, look, I'm like 85 minutes. There's probably only 20, 25 minutes left. I checked the timestamp. There was still an hour left. I was like, oh no.
Oh,
Every
wow.
15 minutes I check the timestamp, only 4 minutes had passed. I'm like, oh no.
For 15 minutes, only 4 minutes in fact. Your maths are wrong. Um,
I mean, it's not a bad movie. I didn't hate it, but I just didn't really care for it.
Mm.
Um, skipping to the end.
Skipping to the end.
Uh, Safety Not Guaranteed is another, for me, another entry in the pantheon of movies that would be improved if our heroes, as they walk off into the sunset, just exploded.
Maybe they did.
Maybe they did, but I mean, in Dante's Peak, maybe after it cuts to credits, that helicopter immediately hits the side of a mountain. But I want to see it explode. I think that would have been a really funny ending. You know, Aubrey Plaza and Mark Duplass are on their time machine, and the government spooks are there on the shore, going like, "Oh, I don't know what to do. That looks like an actual machine of time." And their and her workmates are there. It's like, "Yeah, go, Aubrey Plaza!" And I'm like, I hope that thing just fucking explodes, and they're all like, "Oh,
See, but that the
oh no, oh well, he did say safety wasn't guaranteed."
see, so I disagree. I think what would have made it more interesting than
Oh, that's not
what
more
it.
interesting. That would have made me happier.
Okay, fair. That would have made you specifically happier.
Yes.
I actually really liked the movie,
Okay.
and so did he.
Mm.
Um, but Fushi did too. He didn't come over and see it. He's seen it before because I
Mm.
invited him. Um,
Well, I mean,
but
someone really liked this movie because this is another one of those smaller, low budget films that hit Sundance and is directed by someone unknown, and then someone goes, "Ooh, I really like this. Why don't you direct the new Jurassic Park?" It's one of this is Colin Trevorrow's early movie, and he immediately got Jurassic World, and it was like this was the only movie he was known for at that time. You see that a lot where someone makes a really cool music video or indie film, they're like,
yeah,
"We trust you with this giant franchise." It's like,
yeah.
okay,
Well, so to stay on the ending, and then I'll
yeah.
kind of go through a little bit more on the movie. I think it would have been really interesting if, we have the magazine, because you have the federal guys there, like, like watching them with the, like, oh, what's going on to happen? And then you have the magazine guys like, yeah, this is great, very Breakfast Club of him. And it would have been really interesting to like
Don't you forget about me.
pan out so that you would see the trees and then you see the flash of light
Where it's ambiguous as to whether they
where it's
through time or exploded.
yeah, because I think it's ambiguous enough now. Like, did he like implode them with those? Like, what did happen? Like, I think I honestly in my head because they didn't come back, and if you traveled through time, one would imagine like you would go and come back almost,
I mean,
you
if
know,
if you can travel forward and get back to exactly where you wanted, I mean, since the government agents
that's
were there, I
true.
doubt they'd travel forward to ex that exact moment.
That's true too. There
Um,
maybe there's somewhere else, but
I
maybe it
I thought there were as I was watching the movie, I was like, this movie is going to end one of two ways. One is there's a time travel machine and they use it and they leave, which is what
yeah,
happened. Or the other one I thought might happen was he's going to run and just disappear and they can't find him, they
yeah,
can't find his stuff. But she goes and checks the lockbox in the abandoned truck, which he had established earlier in the movie. It's like, if we go back in time, we'll leave, and something bad happens, we'll leave ourselves messages so that we can check
right,
it now. And if there's no messages, that means everything's fine.
right.
So she'd go look in the box to see if he left her a message, and she'd find a message from him. And it's like, I'm sorry I went back without you. I had a great time hanging out with you. My best to you, love Mark or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's ambiguous. Is like, is this a message that's been sitting in there since 2001 or whatever year they go back to? Or is it, did he just put that in there, an hour ago.
Right.
And that
Right.
would be the ambiguity that the film ends on.
And I agree. I think I would have really liked, and again, I really liked the movie, but I personally would have liked a little bit more ambiguity at the end.
Hmm.
Because I agree, I'm shoehorning ambiguity into it because I'm like, I kind of I don't
The
want to
ambiguity is
know.
is the fun of the movie. I actually like the
Exactly.
concept of the film. I like the broad
That's the thing.
idea of the film. My biggest issue is I just wasn't into really any of the characters.
Oh, see,
I
I
didn't
really,
dislike any of the
yeah.
characters. I just didn't really care enough about them to be invested in whatever the hell they were doing.
I like so I'll kind of tell you about like my journey because I agree. The best part of the movie is the ambiguity of is it real? And I honestly don't think
Not only is it
that
real, but is Mark Duplass like a con man, or does he really believe it? There's a bunch of layers to
yeah,
that stuff.
there's a lot of layers there, especially at the end
It's like
with
an
the
ogre.
but like well
Layers.
with the girlfriend, it's so interesting when she's like, I saw your girlfriend. She lives down the street and he's like, it must have worked then. And you think
Hmm?
that's
Hmm.
actually not a bad I thing to like, huh? Okay. I mean, it's a really interest like it's very mind, but I like the ambiguity. But like I thought that they had great chemistry. Um, Worst part about the movie, absolute worst part of the movie is uh the lack or just the incompetence. Oh, maybe I shouldn't be so harsh because, I don't work in the movie industry. The script supervisor was not paying attention and or they were just like, we only have enough film, we only have enough reel for two takes. So we're getting one from this angle and one from this angle. We're going to splice it together no matter what the continuity is. Because my God, it was terrible. I have my hand here, but my hand's here, and my jacket's on my shoulders, but it's over my legs. And you have the blanket. Now I have the blanket. My head's on the seat. Now my head is, oh wow, it was really
I'll
bad.
be honest, there were a couple edits in this movie where I wasn't sure if it was meant to indicate that some time had passed.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, is this just a continuity error? In which case, that's okay, whatever. Or has like an hour passed. It's like when they're like the where they're sitting out on the beach in front of the fire, that bit.
Yeah.
There's a scene to scene just a there things are like jackets and blankets and just the
Hmm.
way they're holding each other is different from cut to cut. I'm like, wait, did time pass or is that just continuity thing? There were a
Yeah.
couple times when I was like, ah, it's just continuity things, but there were a few times when I was like, wait, is this meant to... No, I think that's just a weird continuity thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, I agree.
Um, so our four leading people, four, yes. Um,
Yes, because Depender from Deadpool doesn't count. He has no business. He has nothing to do in this movie at all.
I love it. But so the head writer guy, right? The one who found the article
The
and brings
non-intern, yeah.
the non-intern, who Jeff, who brings them out there. Um, I really, really liked his story arc. I really actually very much did. I found him, and he's not even the main focus, but I found
I did find
him
him the most interesting character of the bunch. Yeah.
very interesting. And it was great because, he goes out there looking for his high school hottie girlfriend. He's like, yeah, she was, captain of the cheerleaders, blonde, this, that, and he's like gonna go hook up with her thinking like that she's exactly the same as she was. And she's not, obviously. She's aged just like he has. And she's aged beautifully, by the way. But because she's not exactly what he thought she was, it's like, and then he starts talking to her. And it's so funny because you can see him kind of being like, I'm doing this just to be nice, but I don't want to be here. And then all of a sudden, he realizes, wait, it's just watching him realize I do like I she's when she says, "Oh yeah, I did make pie. I made apple and blueberry and rhubarb. What would you like?" And he goes, "Yes." He just says yes to the and I'm like, "Good man." But he's like,
First, I
you
was like, wait, is that three pies or is that a tri pie or did you just mix it all together in the same pie? I wasn't
she
sure.
but like
Try
I
it though.
but it's just so sweet that he realized it, it's unlike Grant's, it's a condensed version of realization, but it's like,
But he's such an emotionally stunted, immature
yes,
dipshit that
he
he
is.
swings too far in the other direction because he just doesn't know what he's doing. And then he which is not, it's not a criticism of the character. That's just
No, he's a
describing what
great
happened in the
character.
movie.
Yeah.
And then he recognizes he did that, and he desperately tries to get what is the character's name? I don't want to call him from a name from another movie. Arna, I
Arnau,
don't know. Yeah, Arnow. Whatever, that guy. You know him and love him from the Deadpool movies. He's the Uber driver, taxi
Peter,
driver. It's not Peter, but it's
Pinter,
uh,
Dare
Defender or
Pinter.
something like that.
Yeah, but doesn't he call him Peter or something? Dare
Oh, he
Pinder?
probably does. I'm sure he has many a nickname for him. But anyway, Jake, no, sorry, Jeff?
Jeff,
Jeff. I think it's Jake Johnson, right?
it is. But
Jake Johnson, yeah, okay. Um, so he swings too far in the other direction, going like, he's me. He's totally not you. I have to save young me from becoming adult me. That's totally not you, though. And yeah, I enjoyed that. I found him by far the most interesting character.
yeah, but I think he's gonna be okay. Like I think that it was great, and I'm glad she
Not
said
with
no.
this, but eventually I think he'll be all right. Yeah. I
Yes,
think he's started to grow.
yes, I
He's
think he needs to learn.
38, but better late than
Yes,
never.
better late than never. But it's just I thought but it was a sweet
Most
sort
of
of
us
like
men start maturing by our late 30s or so.
y'all are late bloomers,
It's just
So
late bloomers.
yeah, 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 yeah. So
Very, very late bloomers.
hey, you know what? It took me a long time to find the right one, and he came with kids, so
You gotta let us grow. You gotta do everything for us. You gotta water us and make sure the soil's right and get rid of all the bugs and tie us to little sticks so we don't fall over. You have to break your damn back to make for decades, and eventually we'll blossom.
I know. I have one. I know. I like to tie him up to sticks too. Um,
And once we've blossomed,
oh Jesus.
there will be one or two moments where you'll say, yeah,
I did that.
that was worth it.
Yeah. I can actually bring you out and about and show you off to the other, you know. Yes. So, but and then so I really liked his character. I liked the chemistry between Aubrey Plaza's character Darius and the time traveler.
Darius, that's what it was. I was trying to think of it earlier. I was like, was it David? I was like,
It took me a while to figure it out. Like they had to say it many times, and I was like, "Oh, it's Darius." Oh, I see. I see. But Mark Duplass's character, the time traveler, um, I thought it was very like again, I do, and I know that you didn't have a good sit over this movie, but there was an interesting at the end there, I feel like it kind of went quickly a little bit because I really enjoyed their chemistry. I enjoyed them together. I liked that she was so broken. And it seems like he's broken too. Because whether or not he drove his car and killed his ex-girlfriend or not, he did crash his car drunkenly into a house. Whether that accident caused the death of someone or not in one universe or one timeline or not, like who knows? He did have an emotional breakdown at some point in life, right? Right.
Mhm.
And it's obviously something he wants to change. Uh, and I don't blame him for lying if he was lying about it, because she, has
She's got her own baggage.
she's got her own baggage. I was like, she's manipulated the truth, but she's been very honest with him a lot. But like, they both have baggage, and they both needed something to believe in. He needed to believe in this time travel. She needed to believe, she needed to believe in him, and like, she came out of her shell. So, which is why I kind of wanted that ambiguous ending,
And
because
he
like,
needed someone to believe in him.
and he needed someone to believe in
I think
him.
was the whole point of his damn ad in the first place.
Because that's also the thing with like the girlfriend character whose name I can't remember. I mean, I know it's Kristen Bell, but like
It's
the whole girlfriend character, like that one interview, Brenda or something or other, I don't remember. Um, but like that one interview, she even says, like she even says, he's the kind of guy who you just don't hang out with, or you don't get, or you don't you're only just kind of nice to.
Belinda. There we go.
Belinda. Oh, I said Brenda. I was kind of close.
Pretty close, yeah.
Um, but and that's kind of the thing, is that like, that they like you, but you're not,
Yeah,
you're
and
just kind of sweet.
to
And I think that
Belinda's credit, I didn't get the sense that she was deliberately leading him on or taking
no,
advantage of him. She wasn't interested in him, but she did think he was a nice guy.
exactly. And I think it was just one of those, I'm just not going to be other people. I think I honestly think she was a nice girl too. I
Yeah.
think that she was just one of those, whereas other people would be like, ew, Kenneth. And she's like, she's that girl who would be like, guys. And she would be the girl that would like help him up and be like, hey, I'm sorry. That's so rude. I'll walk you home. And then she'd
Mhm.
walk him home and she'd be like, okay, bye. Just to be that nice girl. And then
Yeah.
he would be like, oh, fantasizing over her.
Yeah.
And like she'd know, but it was like
Also,
she's
I
just a
think
good
it's
person.
clear the one part of the movie that clears it for the audience and Aubrey Plaza, Darius, that
Darius.
Mark Kenneth um genuinely believes what he's doing, whether it's true or not, is when he has her deliver a bunch of money to his buddy at work.
Yeah.
And the movie doesn't specify, it's something to do with his wife. He doesn't go into it, but um he believes he's leaving and he can help a friend before he goes.
Right.
So,
And since he's leaving and going back in time, like he'll just make the money again. So it's like, help this friend now kind of a thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a nice for me. My favorite, the funniest moment at least, was when he breaks into that one place to steal stuff, and he's basically acting like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove, where he's like humming his own theme song as he sneaks around, and people are just kind of watching him walk around, going like,
There's
That's
like a
weird."
callatory like
That
retirement
moment,
party
he's
or base.
sneaking down this office hallway, and he looks down one way, he looks down the other way, and he like picks the, or I think he has the keys, and he uses the key, and he slowly opens the door, and then he turns around and looks behind him, and the door opposite across the hall is wide open, and the room is full of like 15 staff employees just having an evening birthday cake party or something like that, and none of them see. He's like just slowly going into that. To me was really funny. I really liked that gag. I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, that was good. I liked that very much, yes. And then they see him coming out. Uh,
They do see him on the way out, and they're like,
what the heck is that guy
and they're
doing?
just kind of slowly following him outside. It's like, is he stealing stuff?
Yeah.
It's way too brazen to be theft, right? It's like maybe he's got one of those carts and maybe he's just moving stuff. No, I think he might actually be stealing. Hey.
Yeah. He's not actually doing this, is he? Oh my gosh, he's actually doing this.
Is
Yeah.
this guy stealing supplies and things?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I thought
that was actually pretty
particularly that
funny.
first shot where it just there's just open doors, a bunch of people there having cake.
Oh
That
my
I thought was
gosh.
really funny.
I was like, you didn't scope this out very well, sir, did you?
I mean, he definitely thought he did.
Yeah, because he immediately like takes off the mask and is like, "Oh, camera." I'm like, "What are you doing, dude?"
Yeah.
Um, yeah. But I also was the timeline again, I'm not in the newspaper industry or the magazine industry or print at all. No, that's a lie. I am in publishing, so that is a big fat lie. I'm just not a
Let me
newspaper.
guess. This does not seem like whatever kind of magazine this is, this story does not seem interesting enough to devote
A
1
week?
week to interns and full expenses to go this be like, yeah, call him this afternoon, see what you can find.
That's
No,
what
I'm not
yeah.
expensing a week and 2 interns for this. It's not that interesting.
Yeah, I was concerned. I was like, they're there a long time for this. Like this is a meaty story that they
Yeah,
seem to
they're like a full work week at least.
it's got to be a week.
Yeah.
Like, and at first I thought it was good. Like th when she says to her dad,
Because
"I'm gonna go
he's definitely
away,"
expensing gas, food, and
the motel.
5 nights. I mean, they do have a budget, and that's why he puts them all in one room so that they can spend the rest of the budget on other things. Um,
Right.
um,
But
oh,
still,
another nice spot is when they get in the room. It's Aubrey Plaza and the two dudes.
that is
He's
true.
like, oh, and there's two beds in this room. He's like, all right, how's the bed things work? And he's like, I get one bed, interns get the other bed. She's like, no, and he goes, all right, me and her now are in one bed and you're in the other. How's that? And she's
Yeah.
like, yeah. I'm like, huh. I judged that book by its cover, and I was only partially right. You
Yeah,
know?
I would agree. I thought that that was like that. I mean, I understand him being like, I get my own and interns, like, because
Yeah.
he didn't do the
Yeah, he didn't immediately say, "I'm sleeping with Aubrey Plaza. You wait outside." No, he was like, "I get my own bed, the interns in the other." I mean, it was self-serving, but he
yeah,
wasn't looking to take advantage of anybody. And he's
no,
like, all right, Arno sleeps with me, and you get the bed."
yeah.
Like, oh, huh? What? Okay.
I honestly, when he said that, I was like, did he just,
Did
he,
he? Really?
I know, I
Huh.
was like, she gets her own bed. Oh, that's so nice. I was like, sweet. Look at that. Oh, yeah. No, I do
How's
agree.
about that?
How is about that?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I do like their first interaction in the store though. She's like, "Do you have any sexy guns?" And I'm like, that's not how you win
It's
this
like
guy
this is a
over.
grocery store. You'd have to go to like a Walmart if you wanted high powered
Or those
weapons.
balls on chains with spikes that you swing around your head. I'm like, mace, maybe? But okay.
Is it? I think a mace is connected. Isn't like a flail or a Morning Star the one that's on the chain? I'd have to look it up.
I don't know. I just I
Chains.
swinging a chain, swinging a chain. So, but no, I really the thing that I liked about the movie is funny enough. The thing that you didn't is the characters because I did because even Arnau is that even at the end there when when Jeff thought he was trying to save him and he's like get in there and sleep with that girl and as weird as a lot of that is the thing was that he
Like with
just
another one sleeping right over there. That's just kind of weird. I don't I don't
he
know.
wasn't home yet.
Maybe to some people that's like sleeping with someone in front of a cat or a dog or something. I don't mind sleeping in front of with someone in front of a cat or a dog or someone who's passed out drunk. Okay. I'd feel really self-conscious, I'm sure, but you do you or or them.
Well, We have a cat.
Cat's like,
It is.
hey, are you done? Because I want to curl up on the pillow.
It is what it is. Um, uh, where was I going with that? Um, the
You like
relationship.
characters.
I like the characters. Oh, even him with Arnau is at the end there when, Jeff is giving him the pep talk and everything, and he's kind of, starting
And
to
he sleeps
blossom.
outside on a
Yeah,
chair
on
getting
a thing.
privacy.
But he's like but he's starting to blossom and everything. But the thing about Arnau even is that he's he's so afraid and he even says you're setting me up. You're just here to make fun of me. It's like, and I know that feeling that you can't trust what someone's doing because you think it's, too good to be. You're
This is how
literally just
films like I Know How You Did What You Did Last Summer or Prom Night or whatever start. And
yeah,
then a
or
year and someone gets killed and then a year later someone's
no,
stalking you on
or
the
like, you're, just like, when a pretty girl or like hazing or whatever.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
meet
But
me behind and
no,
then
he
it's
he
like
wasn't pranking him.
he wasn't pranking him. He wasn't this and he's like, that was back in high school. Like, we're not doing that here.
Yeah.
It's
It wasn't
okay.
one of those
Be
things that's like, hey,
yourself.
this pretty girl here will totally knock boots with you. Unbeknownst to Arnaud, it's actually three Wolverines in a trench coat.
Right, exactly.
You tried to
Right.
sleep with three Wolverines in a trench coat. That's funny.
And it just speaks to like,
Oh, they're gnawing on his face.
and it
Oh,
speaks
I
to
didn't think this through.
probably what was happening to him in like high school and stuff is that he probably was hazed and like because I mean especially
Hmm.
even and Jeff was doing it because like he was in school and he even says at the beginning he says, when do you graduate? And he's like, when? You mean undergrad or my master's or when I get it? And he's like, oh, shut up. And because he's like, graduate which time? Because I have several
Yeah.
graduations coming up in my life.
They've got the doctor and they've got the master's and I'm probably going to go PhD. So it's like, shut up.
So
Shut
many
up,
things.
Arnold.
So many things. So I do get the so I just think that they all had a good week. One of them not going back to the paper,
Yeah,
but
it's gonna
oh,
make a great story. One of our interns may have either been vaporized or gone back in time. We're not sure.
we are not sure. Although I will say, the movie did start out with an interview, which may be the best answer to a
That
question that,
that's that's pretty good. So she's interviewing at I think a restaurant.
yeah,
Yeah. So she's interviewing with some restaurant manager for I would assume the wait staff.
hostess or wait
And
staff,
yeah.
yeah.
And he gives that, standard interview question. It's like can you give me a time where you went above and beyond for the customer? And Aubrey Plaza says, no. Yeah, I've never gone above and beyond that. I will, whatever standard you have, I will meet that standard and no more. I'm working on tips, you son of a gun.
Like they want a napkin, I give them a napkin.
Yeah.
They asked for one.
Hey,
They
can I
didn't
have a
ask for
napkin?
two.
Here you go. A napkin.
I died because I was like, that is the perfect and because I think about that sometimes and I'm like, why we gotta go above and beyond? Why can't we just do our jobs?
Yeah, I
Why
mean,
we
again,
got like
it's kind of the fun of the myriad ambiguities in this film. I'd say this is another one because it's not exactly clear if she means no
because I never
because
have.
that's never happened or no, I'm just not interested in doing that. She could be no, I can't think of a time where I've ever actually gone above and beyond, or it's like I'm just not answering that. That's stupid. It's
Well,
not
because
exactly clear, but it doesn't really matter. So it's that.
to be fair,
Mhm.
as someone who well, you and I recent because I mean I've been at my job now for 2 years. Um and you've been at your job for
Almost
uh,
three. It'll
almost three. So it's been a moment
yeah.
since we've
Uh, Yeah, 1 month short of 3 years.
So, happy almost anniversary.
Yeah,
Um,
or I guess a little over 3 years by the time this episode comes
there
out.
you go. Um, but some questions in interviews. So, I mean, and I like that. I like how you say that could be ambiguous. This is like, can you tell me? No. Because technically, some of these questions that get an this has nothing to do with the movie. We're just going off now. But questions that get asked in interviews like that, like, can you tell me a time that you went above and beyond for a customer or something, or these things that have been asked, or tell me a time that you creatively solved a problem, or something that get asked. I loathe these questions, and the reason I do is they, in my opinion, are like set up to make you look bad anyways, because there's so much backstory in order for me to catch you up to why I am going above and beyond, and or why I saved this much money for the company from this maneuver that I did, or any of these, how you creatively problem solved. Well, first you're going to need to know the problem. Then you're going to, but like, if you don't know what the company is, you're not going to know why that was a problem. So, like, how much do you want to get into? Because you're not going to it's like explaining a dream to you.
Oh no.
Like, it's
I've heard
terrible.
you
Like,
explain dreams.
I know, it's terrible, and I now live with him, and he bears that so well
Cross
because
I bear.
oh man, he bears that cross well because I tell him all the time, and he's like, oh man. But anyways, I digress. When she said no, I was like, yes, I want to say that so badly, but I took it as in like no because I've never gone above and beyond. But I also really wanted to say no next time someone asks, just so I can be like, please no.
I just don't like
I
to
just,
play.
I just, I just don't want. I don't think like that. Or oh, that should be my answer. I could be like, I don't think of it as going above and beyond. I just like to please my
Because above and
customers.
beyond is the standard.
Is my standard. Oh, there you go. I like the little pause
Well, one time my cubicle mate was on fire and I put him out
by spitting on
with my face.
it.
I
by
smothered
stop
him with my face.
you say by
Brrr, got on in there.
by stomping out the fire. He's dead, but that fire is out.
I have big heavy boots.
All right, we've gone way off script, but that's okay.
Bone
Um,
powder does not burn.
that's all right. Safety not guaranteed. I liked it, you didn't. That's all right. It
I
was
didn't dislike it. I
right.
just wasn't into it.
It was just
I liked
not,
a lot about it, but
yeah.
I didn't connect with the characters strongly enough to maintain forward momentum in my interest.
I can
So even
understand
an
that.
85-minute movie
Yeah.
kind of dragged a little bit for me.
No, I get it. Like I watched the same movie and I do understand. I did. I watched the same movie as
Oh,
you.
good.
Thank God. Um,
Shoot, I watched Batteries Not Included.
man.
It was
But
something, not something.
I do I do think that there could have been some things fleshed out a little bit more.
Hmm.
I do. I think, but I like ambiguity, and I think that I can appreciate where you found it slow because as I said, having watched it, I see what you see, but I did find it very.
You see what I see.
I did, but I thought it was very. I took it very much as a character study. Like the whole time travel was such a, which is why I kind of didn't even want to see that at the end. That's why I almost wanted, like, when it started like going and they were kissing and holding each other, I was kind of like, I don't want to see how it, I don't want to see it. I
You
want
know what
it, I
what
was
I
like, they're gonna cut to black. I don't want to see it go. And then when they disappeared, I was like, huh, I'm surprised. I was like, because that it wasn't important. It was so unimportant.
yeah.
Her believing in him and getting on that boat.
And it's not just a boat, it's like a swamp boat, one of those
Yeah,
hovering swamp boats with the big fan in the back.
yeah,
I was like, huh, didn't expect that. That's a fun idea.
yeah.
Time
But like
traveling swamp
her
boat.
crossing onto the boat with him, that's all that was necessary. That's the end of the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, what were we gonna say? I'm sorry.
Um, I would, it doesn't really have much to do with the reviewing this movie, but I would be shocked I would be if Mark Duplass was not, at the very least, heavily inspired by this character for his Creep films and subsequent limited series on Shudder that he did like a decade later.
You told me about those. I haven't watched those yet, but you told me about them. That'll be interesting
Yeah,
now when I watch them.
especially when you hit the part where Aubrey Plaza is literally filming him and he's talking, he's the interviewee, he's the subject of some videographer. And like this character, Kenneth, is the way he behaves is very similar to the
Interesting.
creep of the movies and show, just that their motives are a lot different. Kenneth was not looking to, kill Aubrey Plaza with an axe.
Sure.
So,
That we know of.
right. That I mean,
Right.
maybe he brought her back in time to where his axe was. It's like, oh,
He
I
was like,
left.
I know where I left it.
I know. I don't know where I left it, but I know when.
All right. Well, anyhow, let's pull back up my verbiage.
And why is Kristen Bell on the very bottom of the second page of the cast list for this movie on IMDb?
I noticed that, like, you actually have to push, like, more, please, or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
she's
interesting.
literally all the way at the bottom. I don't know what she's doing down there.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, yeah, very strange. Um, but yeah, so August is over. Thus ends August, which is our time travel month. But no, movie mandates is not over. It continues next month, September, with something very, very special. It is the perfect double feature. So, brother, what are your mandated, ready for this, movies? So tell us a little bit about double feature month and your mandated movies.
So, double feature month is going to be interesting. So, in September, I'm going to mandate two movies for us to watch that are linked somehow. They could be sequels, it could be the same filmmaker, it could be thematically linked somehow. We're going to watch a double feature. So we're going to have one episode in September, and then we're going to have Kelly's mandated a double feature in October.
Yep.
So for my double feature, at some point during movie mandates, one of our monthly themes was there's a sequel. Um, and our double feature is going to be a pair of sequels to a movie that you may not have known had sequels.
Oh,
So we are going to watch the two sequels to a classic film.
oh
A
dear.
classic animated film. A
Oh,
classic animated film from 1950. A classic animated film from 1950 by Disney. Yes, we are going to watch Cinderella 2 and Cinderella 3.
oh,
Or more specifically, Cinderella 2, Dreams Come True, and Cinderella 3, A Twist in Time. So this one actually could have. I almost mandated Cinderella 3 for time travel month, but then I realized I never saw 2, and I'm like, you know what? We could do 2 and 3 for the double feature. So we're gonna watch Cinderella 2 and 3.
interesting. All right. I, n no idea. No idea that
Did
these
you know
movies
there was a
existed.
Cinderella 2 and 3?
Not,
Would you be surprised to learn that they're direct to video? They did not have theatrical
I
releases.
mean, no, but even that, like, because my kids watched all the direct, I
Hey, what you
not even.
watching? Oh, we're watching Oliver and Company Part 4. What?
I mean,
What?
I've seen so many
Is Billy
different.
Joel in it?
I mean, I know the lineage of all of the lions of Lion King. They're like, oh, this is the second cousin 4 times removed from
Oh God,
Scar's
yeah. One of the
nephews.
sequels
This
is
like,
called like One and a Half or something.
yeah, like, yeah, oh yeah, but like they're, I mean, lions, they get it on, and so,
Oh yeah, I've seen the art scroll past my feed on Facebook. And I'm
but
like, why is this lion
I've seen all
and
sorts
this
of
and
Aladdins.
this
I've
why is
seen.
this lion and this hyena girlfriends? Are these actually characters from the direct-to-video films or are these original
Interesting.
characters?
I'm very excited. Well, cool. Groovy, groovy. Cinderella 2 and Cinderella 3. Well, there you go. That will be fun. So, if you also want to watch movies, Cinderella 2 and 3, Dreams Come True, and A Twist in Time, movies that you probably also didn't know even existed, unless you have children and they knew about it. I don't know. Check out the description and see where those are currently streaming,
I would
or
assume
if they're
Disney Plus.
available to rent. I'm going to take a grand stab at that and think, yeah, probably the Disney's. Um, so
Unless
yeah,
they're
until
really
then,
bad and Disney is like embarrassed. It's like Disney's like, no, 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 this is Song of the South embarrassing. We're not gonna.
when you said that and you were like, you were building it up and then you're like 1950s, I'm like, did Song of the South have sequels? That's where my head went first. I was like, you can't even see Song of the South. Are there sequels to it? Are you kidding me? What happened? So that's when you said
You
Cinderella, I was
know
like,
what?
okay. Do I know what?
Through the eyes of a small, innocent child with no concept of historical context, Song of the South is a really charming movie. If you know
If
nothing,
you know nothing.
if none of this means anything to you, if you are a bright-eyed innocent, it's genuinely a charming movie
Right.
until you get to be like a little older, and then you're like,
Oh,
oh, oh no.
uncouth. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
still don't think it should be erased from existence, but anyway.
I don't think a lot should. But
Sorry,
until
sorry,
then,
sorry for interrupting your outro.
that is really okay. I can just start over. If you, no, I'm joking.
From the
uh,
top. Hello and welcome to Movie Mandates. Not too far, too far. We've gone back
um,
in time.
it's a tough. Or what was in Wayne's World when they go
Yeah, I don't think that was a time. I think that was a scene transition or something.
Oh.
Well, I
Yeah,
think they
yeah,
were
you're
trying to
right.
mimic like a mime a crossfade or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. Because it would be that's how they wrapped up each character at the end. Did I tell you Tia Carrere is in the new Lilo and Stitch?
No, who she play?
She plays as the
I
social worker
I didn't.
because
Wait, isn't
she
Cobra Bubbles the social worker?
who?
Cobra Bubbles.
No, it's the neighbor. She's the neighbor. Um,
Is Cobra Bubbles in the live action one?
I think so.
No, okay. Do I have the name right?
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Tia
I'm
Carrere, huh? Man,
Yeah, so she plays the
good to hear she's
social
still working.
worker. Cobra Bubbles is a character
Yes.
played by Ving Rhames,
Yep. Sounds like decent casting.
and Ving Rhames is no longer played by Ving Rhames. It's played by another dude.
Wait, did Ving Rhames do the voice in the cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That character's still in there.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But that's not,
He's
yeah.
not the social worker?
No,
Oh,
no.
I thought is he
He's like an
then
FBI agent or
called the
something.
social worker? Okay.
But anyways, Tia Carrere used to be the sister, and she was the sister's voice in the original movie, which I know
Oh,
you
Tia
know.
Carrere did the voice of Lilo's sister in the
Mm-hmm.
cartoon, and she has a
And
different
now she's
accent. Oh, that's
And
nice.
now and I thought it was like, aw, yay. Love that. Has nothing to do with anything we're talking about. If you want
Yeah.
to watch movie mandates, you can watch it on YouTube. But if you want to listen to it, you can listen to it in
Excellent
iTunes.
transition back to the outro. Flawless.
I thought so. Flawless delivery. No one will even notice.
Yep.
If you like this show and don't get whiplash, then like us and subscribe and review and let us reach let us reach a wider audience with all of the various engagements that you will do. So thank you very much. And with that, I am Kelly. Follow me on Instagram or don't. It is your life. You do with it what you would like. I'm at Pimento Olivia with a 1-0.
And you can follow me on Blue Sky at Andrew Eisen.
And we hope you enjoyed this episode of Movie Mandates, and we will be back very soon with another actually two mandated movies. Bye, everyone.
Bye.